I think making it social means making it less socially distanced, more connected. And even though we are apart, we're all remote, and we have people that we can connect with all over the world, you can still be social and not be belly to belly.
Great stuff. What I like to say is we need to be physically distant, but socially connected.
Welcome to the Making Sales Social podcast, featuring the top voices in sales and marketing. Join hosts Brynne Tillman and Bill McCormick as they discuss the best tips and strategies they are teaching their clients so you can leverage them for your own virtual and social selling. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and Google Play. Here are your hosts, Brynne Tillman and Bill McCormick.
Hey, welcome to Making Sales Social. I'm Bill McCormick.
I'm Brynne Tillman.
So Brynne, who's our guest today?
I am really excited about our guest today. This is Steve Heroux. Steve and I are new connections on LinkedIn, but here's why I asked him to come on with us, because we connected on LinkedIn and he sent me a voicemail that really resonated with me. And I was like blown away because we teach people to do it, but people aren't really doing it unless they've gone through our course, the voicemail or the video message. And he's in sales. We network with a lot of people that are in sales. And that's what he said. He goes, I'd love to explore how we can help each other. And I went, you know what? I like this guy. And, we jumped on a call because there was no pitch. It was just about how can we provide value for one another. And he met like a criteria of being in sales. So Steve, welcome. Thanks for being our guest.
Thanks, Brynne. Great intro. Thanks, Bill. Nice to meet you too, sir. Excited to get to know you guys better. And, who knew, right? You just send somebody a message that's genuine and authentic and not robotic, and we connected.
Well, that's the magic. I love the authenticity. And that is absolutely one of the things that attracted me. When, I heard the voicemail, I went to your profile, I saw the authenticity, and I thought this is great. But before we get started, we like to ask all of our guests, what does making sales social mean to you?
It's kind of funny that we ask that question now, considering we're in this period of social distancing. So I think making it social means making it less socially distanced, more connected. And even though we are apart and we're all remote and we have people that we can connect with all over the world, you can still be social and not be belly to belly. A lot of the sales teams and people I work with, they're all in a huff about, I'd like to be in person and I prefer belly to belly. And my clients need to see me and shake my hand. And those are all self-limiting beliefs. I don't think any of that's true anymore. And we can be social and still be 10,000 miles away from somebody.
Great stuff. What I like to say is we need to be physically distant, but socially connected. Great answer. So Steve, tell us, what is it that you teach your clients in the sales realm, in the physical world, that they can apply that helps them at the very top of their funnel?
I think this, it's an overplayed thing about, just telling the truth, being authentic and so on. I feel like people say that a lot. I don't know if they actually do it, and I think I learned this from Jim Rohn. I'm 90% sure. If you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. And so all of that, right, in your videos, in your marketing, in your conversations with people, the first introduction is immensely crucial, more today than it ever has been in the past. And that's what I was asking you both before about that, my free course I just built, because I wanted to, what's value, not creating a funnel. What is value you could give away to somebody that can improve their business the second they stop watching that content? And so that's what I built to help people. If you can't get a great, memorable, interactive, engaging, positive first introduction, you ain't getting them through the rest of your funnel. That has to be first. And so many people blow that opportunity because they're too robotic, or they're trying the magic script or the secret subject line in the email. All this stuff is kind of going away. And so that's really what I would say is just be a real person. When I recorded that video or message to Brynne, I just picked up my phone and recorded it. I didn't do 57 takes, and
Right.
you could hear stuff in the background. It's not perfect. I mean, there's like a, earth mover was going on in the back, whatever, right? We can't be too robotic. So that would be my answer.
I love that. One of the things I'm playing with is stop the campaigns and start the conversations.
I think Steve is a kindred spirit with us. Stop telling them you're going to help them and just help them, right?
Yes.
That's what it's all about, and being authentic and genuine. Yeah, we've got to make an introduction with you to our friends at Selling from the Heart. You guys will really, really resonate. So Brynne, what do you think? I mean, he is one of us.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I told you, I know he was new, but I knew from the first conversation, I knew it from hello. So
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Any follow-ups on that, Brynne?
you're doing sales training, right? And so when the sales reps come to you and say, I miss my belly to belly, I can't do sales without I always said eyeball to eyeball, but hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
So what are you telling them is different or the same between the way they did business a year ago and how they have to do business today?
So it's funny. I like to use a lot of analogies in modern day, right, life when I teach sales. And so typically I'll just pull out my mask and go, I don't want to wear one of these, but I have to. So do I want to do all Zooms and virtual keynotes? No. Would I prefer to be in person? Yes. Is that up to me? No. So we can't complain about things that are out of our control.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be like Charles Darwin, right? You either adapt or you die. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep doing belly to belly? Be my guest. You ain't gonna have much to eat. It's kind of like the whale hunters, in sales, right? A lot of times we teach young salesmen and women, stop whale hunting. You're gonna go hungry. You got to get a bunch of little fish. And it's the same idea, right? You have to stop looking at the virtual world as a negative, right? Oh, my people don't like virtual. Yes, they do. That's just in your head. There's trillions of dollars have changed hands in the past 9 months virtually, trillions. So it's just a limiting belief. So I have to work with them more on that than really any type of sales skill. And because once they get over that, now we have to teach them how to better sell more effectively virtually. So a lot of people still don't know. They don't look in the camera. They don't have quality equipment. They don't have lighting. They don't have things like that. So that's a physical skill I could teach them, but we have to get them over the mental hurdle first.
Love that.
It's all about the mental game, right? The 6 inches here that we really have to get past. So that's great. So Steve, there's a lot of noise out there in the sales training world. What sales strategy do you recommend to your clients to help them stand out from their competition?
It's another strange one. Seems like it's common sense, which isn't too common these days, but honesty, integrity, humility. If it doesn't fulfill those 3 things, you can't do it. I shared this on a different podcast this morning, where we were talking about turning down clients. I was speaking to a gentleman in Atlanta, and we were talking about, we have clients in similar space. And I said, man, I just turned down a big one. And he goes, why'd you do that? And I said, because we don't align. I'm not just going to take somebody's money. I don't want to be associated with some of the things they're doing. And so, I think the noise out there, again, that I'll always be closing crap and, sell or die, or, you got to sell anybody within 3 feet of you, all that stuff. I mean, it's just so old school, overplayed, and consumers don't like it. And none of the top 5%ers in sales do any of that stuff.
So what do they
don't
do?
it. They're down to earth. They're cordial. They're charismatic. They're caring. They make introductions first, not beg for referrals. I don't know the gentleman's name. I think it's Ali, but he's a car sales guy in Michigan somewhere. I saw him. We had a fellow podcast. I think he sold like 1,400 cars last year, something like that.
Wow.
He is not the in your face, goes to the big stadium events and doesn't follow those people, right? Everything he does is by referral, by appointment, by introduction. He's been selling cars to families for 15 years. The stuff you see on social media is not what the top sales professionals do. It's not how they act. That's how the people that don't make it.
What would you say? Because, top salespeople have to be on social media now. So
Yeah.
what do you believe they should be doing on social media to stay authentic, to keep that integrity, to stay humble, right? But what would you
Being
recommend?
themselves. I do all my own stuff. I'll just pick the phone up, record it. I don't have special equipment, anything like that. I have an iPhone. And so if I'm doing an Instagram story or something, I just pick the phone up. Or if I'm recording some content, I just put the phone on a tripod. I don't utilize, like, Facebook is a little bit different. I don't put a ton of business stuff on there. I put food. I cooked. I don't know why I'll bring this up, but I made these chicken skins the other day. Sorry, vegetarians, but normally people just throw away the skin, right, when they get those rotisserie chickens or bake a chicken. But I looked up something where I basically turn it into sort of like a potato chip is what the texture is. But it's 50 times better than bacon. I mean, and bacon is to die for. And this is better. So I put that stuff up there.
I'm keto, so send me that link.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I shared one today of a guy that paid off 114 families' electric bills down in Florida. He just paid their bill. So I shared that today. So I don't plan what I put on social.
That's on Facebook.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, that wouldn't work, right? On LinkedIn?
No.
Yeah. So
LinkedIn, I still share those types of stories though. So I will share the good stuff, right? Mixed in with some sales stuff, some tips. I try to make it, short, sweet.
that's what you're doing. My question, so I mean, and they are two different animals for sure. What I do on Facebook, I would never do on LinkedIn. I'd never get another client again, probably, right?
Yeah.
So everything that we do on LinkedIn usually hits 5 points, right? But the first one is it has to resonate with the buyer.
I wrote those too yesterday.
Yeah. So resonate with the buyer, create curiosity, teach them something new, get them thinking differently about their current situation and leading to your solution. So in your world of authenticity, what would you recommend people are sharing?
Okay, so maybe I didn't answer it in the proper way. The last post I put up, and I was just sharing this with Brian, and I hope I answered the question the right way. I want to post things that are relevant to what a lot of salespeople are going through. And so one of the things I put up is one of the things we find in our sales DNA test is that people need to be liked. 90% of salespeople, maybe more, need to be liked instead of they'd rather be respected, which is what the top 5 and 10% do. So instead of trying to be everybody's best friend, just be real. And sometimes you got to confront prospects. Sometimes you got to be stern with them. You don't need to worry about if they're going to invite you over for dinner. So I just put a little 1-minute clip, I think, up of that. And we have hundreds of comments, like likes and comments, and it's been pretty awesome. But I just wanted to teach something that I already teach my clients that they could literally watch it and use it today, right, with somebody that they interact with.
So I love that. So you're teaching them. So the way we would say to the clients, right, the salespeople watching today is teach something that you would, even if you sell something, right? When you talk to a client or a prospect, you're always teaching them something new. Yes. That would be the great content that you're sharing on social. That would help you to attract. So I love that.
That's a
awesome.
better way to put it. Yes, ma'am.
We're the interpreters of sales into social.
Yes.
Oh, that's the subtitle of the show. So Steve, this has been great. So tell us, like, what is a daily sales activity that you would recommend to your clients that they perform every day, that when they do it consistently, it opens up new opportunities for them?
So this is almost like the best loaded question you could ever have in your life if you're me. I've been building my version of a sales system for almost a year now. And when I built it, I wanted to build something that anybody could do, whether they were 2 days in sales or 22 years. And one of the things I built, actually two things. One is called the morning hack. The other one is called the daily victory game plan. I mentioned this briefly to Brynne. Literally, I have this daily victory game plan with 18 different actions on it that you need to do every single day. And if you do those 18, you will absolutely increase your sales. Don't know how much. Not going to give some stupid, 10x your sale. No, you'll sell more stuff. One of them is reading, right? One of them is studying, but 5 of them or more, can't give that away, are LinkedIn activities.
Oh, good.
Part of the 18 are things you should be doing on LinkedIn every single day. And if you do, your business will explode.
So can you share one or two of them?
Yeah. So for the audience, one of them you might not even realize is requesting recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
You teach this, I'm sure. Most people don't have enough on there, right? We want to read what other people say. So that has to be part of your routine so you can build up the amount of recommendations you've received and given. Another one is to comment. Okay, so we got to make sure we're commenting on other people's posts, not just stupid stuff, right? Good stuff. Don't write that. That's stupid. Actually read what they posted in their blog or watch their video and make an insightful comment. It takes 40 seconds to do that. Oh, by the way, Brynne, that part you mentioned about the social selling thing, that really resonated with me. Looking forward to seeing your next post. That stuff. And
that.
Imagine if you did that every day, what would happen to your business?
So to piggyback on that, one of the things we talk about is find your magnets. Right? Who are the people that are attracting your ideal client already? Right? So
yes.
And I'm going to kind of full circle because you threw in the Sell or Die, which happens to be one of my favorite podcasts. But even though Sell or Die,
you know what I mean by
right now, I know. But
yeah.
I'm going to come full circle. One of my magnets is Jeffrey Magnets, or Jeffrey and Jennifer Gittimer.
Yeah, Jeff's great.
Great. So they're the Sell or Die.
Yeah.
Which is great, right? We love them. And so, and he's actually incredibly authentic.
I'd still love to meet him someday too. I really love his stuff.
I'll make that happen. But here,
great. Thank you.
So, but here's the interest. Like, to me, they attract all the right people. The more I engage with them and their engagers, right? So I'm commenting not just to the author, but to all the other folks. Now I'm
100%.
Yeah. And we look at, our clientele, a lot of them have come from Jeffrey B. So Jeb Blunt, he's a magnet. So we look in the world, who are and we are magnets for other people, right? And so other people are engaging on our content and getting opportunities. And we love that. That's a healthy ecosystem.
That's a good one. I'm going to write that one too. Magnets. Yeah, that's a good.
Well, this is recorded, so you can come back.
All right. Well, I always got my notes. I
love it.
I'm old, so
no, I write
down everything.
Yeah. So I mean, all of this is excellent, and I love the idea of the commenting. Make it purposeful. Really find those magnets and engage as much as possible. So, Bill, let's close this out.
Yeah, so this has been great, Steve. We really appreciate you coming on and talking to our audience. So tell us, how can they get in touch with you?
So easy way, connect with me on LinkedIn. Is that, played out? But
No,
connect with me on LinkedIn, of course. And victoryselling.com is an easy one. But if it's okay, I built this free intro course I was mentioning. I'm so excited because it literally is like just
how do
ready
they
to
sign
go.
up?
So it's easy. It's just a text in, right? Free intro, no spaces, all lowercase, free intro, 888-111. Got some good feedback from the folks that have been through it. And again, we all need to know how to make more memorable, more authentic introductions when, right, we are socially distant. So that's kind of what the whole course is about, and just want to bring some value to everybody.
I love that. So that's a phone number. Yeah.
Yep. Text 888-111, right? So you just put that in as if you were texting it, 888-111. And then you just text the word free intro with no spaces. And then it'll tell you, yeah, here it is, right here. Put your email and you get the link and you get to sign up and go through it.
Awesome. We're going to do that as soon as we get
I'll close it out so Brynne can go ahead and text that. I saw her pick up her phone.
Nice.
So Steve.
Yeah, make sure it works.
So Steve, thanks so much. It's been great having you on and hearing about your take on what it takes to make sales social. So thanks everyone for being with us again for another episode. Bye. Thanks again, Steve.
It worked. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching, and join us again for more special guest instructors bringing you marketing, sales training, and social selling strategies that will set you apart. Hit the subscribe button below to get the latest episodes from the Making Sales Social podcast. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below on what you want to hear from us next. You can also listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and Google Play. Visit our website, socialsaleslink.com, for more information.